Imagine you are sitting on the couch, saying nothing important. Your dog is asleep on the floor, then you whisper one word, walk. Suddenly the ears lift, the head turns. The tail starts moving like a tiny engine. At first, it looks simple. Maybe your dog just likes going outside. But what if something deeper is happening? What if your dog is not only hearing a sound, but connecting that sound to a memory, a place, a feeling, and an action? So can dogs understand human language? The answer is not as simple as yes or no. Because dogs probably do not understand language the way humans do. They are not silently translating your sentences. They are not thinking, ah yes, my human has proposed an outdoor activity. But dogs are doing something remarkable. They are listening for patterns. To understand why, we need to go deeper. Human language is not just words, it is tone, timing, body movement, facial expression, repetition, emotion, and context. When you say good dog, your dog may hear the words. But it also hears your voice rising, it sees your smile. It remembers the reward that often comes next. A dog's intelligence is not built for grammar tests. It is built for survival, connection, and fast reading of social signals. That is why a dog may ignore a long sentence like, could you please stop standing directly in front of the refrigerator? But immediately respond to one familiar word like sit, stay, food, or outside. The word becomes a signal. And signals matter in a dog's world. A rustle in the grass could mean danger. A footstep near the door could mean a visitor. A hand reaching toward a leash could mean adventure. Dogs are experts at connecting small clues to big outcomes. This is where language begins to become interesting. Because for many dogs, a word is not just noise. It can become a key that unlocks a whole chain of meaning. Think about the word ball. To a dog, that sound may connect to a round object, a game, your hand throwing it, running across grass, and the feeling of excitement. The dog may not understand ball the way a child understands it, but it may understand enough. And sometimes enough is very intelligent. But here is the strange part. Some dogs appear to go beyond simple commands. In some studies, certain dogs have learned the names of toys, not just fetch, not just bring it, but specific names for specific objects. A dog may hear the name of one toy, run into another room, search through a pile, and return with the correct one. That is not just reacting to tone, that suggests memory, it suggests attention. It suggests that, for some dogs, a human word can point to a thing in the world. But this ability does not seem to appear equally in every dog. Some dogs may learn many object names. Many dogs may learn only a few. And some may care much more about your tone, your gestures, or the treat in your pocket than the word itself. This is important. Because animal intelligence is not one single ladder. Dogs are not trying to become humans. They are becoming better dogs. And in the dog's world, understanding every word is less important than understanding what matters. Danger matters, food matters, play matters. Belonging matters, your mood matters. And this is where it gets even more surprising. Dogs may listen not only to what you say, but how you say it. Say good dog in a warm, happy voice, and many dogs respond with excitement. Say the same words in a flat or cold voice, and the reaction may change. Now reverse it. Say nonsense words in a cheerful tone, and some dogs may still respond positively. This tells us something fascinating. A dog may be tracking two layers at once. The sound pattern of the word, and the emotional music of the voice. To humans, language often feels like meaning carried by words. To dogs, language may be more like a whole scene, your voice, your eyes, your posture, the room, the time of day, the object in your hand. The memory of what usually happens next. A dog is not just listening. It is reading the world around the sound. That may explain why dogs seem to know things before we say them. You stand up at the same time every evening. Your dog runs to the door. You open a certain drawer. Your dog appears in the kitchen. You put on shoes. Your dog becomes suspicious. No command was given. But the dog understood the pattern. This is a kind of intelligence humans sometimes overlook because it does not look like speaking. But silence can be intelligent. Observation can be intelligent. Prediction can be intelligent. The real question is not whether animals are smart. The real question is how many forms of intelligence we have failed to notice. When dogs live with humans, they are surrounded by signals all day. They hear hundreds of words. They watch our hands. They study our faces. They learn our habits. Over time, the human home becomes a giant puzzle. And the dog is always solving it. Which sounds mean food, which movements mean leaving, which voice means praise, which face means sadness. Which routine means a walk. For a social animal, this skill is powerful. A dog that understands humans can get help, avoid punishment, find food, receive affection, and stay close to the group. That is not just obedience. That is adaptation, and adaptation is one of the deepest forms of intelligence, but we should be careful. Dogs probably do not understand full human language like we do. They do not understand every sentence. They do not understand abstract ideas in the same way. They probably do not know the difference between I went to the park yesterday and I will go to the park next year. But they can understand meaningful pieces, words that repeat, sounds linked to actions, names linked to objects, tones linked to emotions, routines linked to outcomes. In other words, dogs may not understand language as a complete system, but they can understand language as a survival map. And for them, that may be exactly what they need. Which brings us back to the dog on the floor. You whisper walk, the dog wakes up. Maybe it does not understand the sentence. Maybe it does not understand the word the way you do. But inside its mind, that sound may open a door, a memory of the leash, the smell of the street, the rhythm of your footsteps. The joy of moving beside you. The next time you see a dog react to a single word, do not assume it is simple. It may be listening to more than sound. It may be connecting memory, emotion, and experience in a way that is perfect for its world. It may not think like you. But it may be thinking in a way that is perfect for its world. Subscribe to Tony Explains Animals to discover how animals think, feel, learn, and survive in ways that may surprise you.